Y'all get in here real quick, you know what I'm saying, so we can shoot the shit and chop this game. About this Diddy situation, man. I try to stay away from making these type of videos, man, about this Diddy trial and everything that's progressing and going on with Brother Love, aka Brother Baby Oil, aka Brother Freak Off, aka all the above. Yeah, he got hella AKAs right now. But I tried to refrain from making content about him because I didn't want to kick the man while he down, because he already going through enough shit. And he's, like I said, he's already down, so what do I need to kick him for? You know what I mean? So I tried to not even touch on this because, I mean, shit, everybody else is covering it. But, you know, I'm going to put my 2 cents on it. But even though I ain't going to kick him while he down, he's still going to get these insults, and I'm still going to clown him because ultimately he put himself in this position. So, yeah, I'm going to get to it. So, yeah, man, ultimately the way I feel about it, man, and my perspective on the situation is, you know, it's so much stuff going on and coming up. What we in, like week 3 or week 4? Or, I don't know what witness we on and how many people then took the stand. I just kind of like follow it through scrolling on the social media platform or whatever, whatnot. That's how I've been keeping up with it. It ain't like I'm showing up at the courthouse like some YouTubers and with the camera and trying to get the motherfucking footage right there on the spot. I'm gonna make my video right here from the car. So yeah, today I guess the shit that came out is Diddy's attorneys and legal team tried to they went to try to get the case throughout or get the mistrial going or whatever, based on the allegation of him breaking into Kid Cudi's house and ultimately destroying his vehicle or vandalizing his vehicle, firebombing it, cocktail bombing it, or whatever he did, right? So the detective took the stand and said he apparently he seen a black tinted out SUV exiting from the scene of Kid Cudi's residence, which turned out to be registered to Bad Boy Records or whatnot, or, you know, affiliated with Puffy's businesses. So this is what the detective say, but he also said the fingerprints that was the fingerprints that was taken from the crime scene, or whatever evidence they gathered, you know what I mean, when they did the investigation of the vehicle being vandalized and set on fire and Puffy breaking in the house or whatever. I guess he left some fingerprints or whatever, and the detective claims that the evidence they gathered is disappeared. It's no longer there or whatever. So that was the basis of Puffy's attorneys trying to get the mistrial, and they were denied. So that's crazy, you know what I mean? They denied this man bail 3 different times. So he can't get the bail. So he's stuck like Chuck on the bail. And now that he can't get the mistrial, it's kind of like they railroaded him. And all the evidence that's been presented up until this point, you know what I mean? I don't know, I ain't the smartest, and I'm not fully educated as far as the federal system, but I've done some research on the RICO and kind of read some stuff pertaining to what the definition of RICO means and all that shit. And as far as what the government has presented up to this point, I mean, I don't really see a fair case here, you know what I mean? To me, ultimately, I think it was more of a humiliation tactic and to comfort him financially and break him back down to zero, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, they build you up and then they break you back down once you become disobedient or defiant with your handlers or the people that you know what I mean, the Illuminati with, or whatever the case may be. Because all this doesn't start to get messy until he filed that lawsuit on that liquor company. So once he did that, that's when you started to see a bunch of stuff coming out, this, that, and the third. And another thing is, to all the people like Gene Deal and the people that's coming out now and it's just basically telling all Puffy business and saying, you know, sharing their experiences from being around or being an employee of Bad Boy or just having any dealings with Puffy. My question to them is, during that time, why didn't you come out and say nothing or do anything about if he was just a monster then? He was doing all this preposterous shit and all this deviant, demonic stuff. Why didn't nobody go to the police? Why didn't nobody say nothing? Why didn't nobody do anything? The industry and the people that's close to Puffy been carrying all these niggas' secrets for all these years. All this stuff allegedly that he's been supposedly involved in, murders, this, that, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And nobody said nothing, but now that the feds have picked him up and denied him bail, everybody wants to get on these platforms and share their stories. But why you not sharing? Well, where's the heroes at? Where's somebody that stood up to Puffy? I mean, come on, man. We're talking about Puffy, man, the baby oil king. This guy out here breaking in people's houses and opening up kids' presents, torturing pets, stealing dogs, threatening people, having sex with male and female sex workers. I mean, come on. This man, he was doing everything but putting out music. And then the music he did put out was garbage. I just don't understand, like, how he can just run around for that long of a time period. And I'm pretty sure the elites knew about it, you know, about his stuff and his behavior and the stuff that he was out here doing. I think we're just covered up and swept under the rug at the time because he was still obeying and bowing down to whoever is at the top of the food chain. We don't know who that is. They always stay in the background and remain anonymous. But I think really they're just coming for the money. You know what I mean? The man's net worth and his financial situation, it went from $1 billion net worth to 400 million, and he only been locked up, what, 5-6 months? So you mean to tell me his shit then went down $600 million? I mean, I ain't know attorney fees that motherfucking expensive, and he ain't pay out that much lawsuit. So like, that's crazy that your net worth dropped $600 million within like a 4, 5, 6 month period. That's just crazy to me. And like, back to what I was saying about what the government presented up until this point so far, it's just like, another reason I didn't follow the case is all the kinky, nasty shit that's coming out. I don't want to be on here making content about baby oil and Diddy giving fellatio and sores in the mouth and male sex workers named Mr. Punisher and like pause, like the nigga's name is Mr. Punisher. Like, why would you? I ain't even gonna get into all that, man. Diddy, he's just a different type of brother, man. I don't know what the hell. Like, you a billionaire. You basically can have it your way. The world's at the fuck at your fingertips. You can have some of the most beautiful women in the world, and you over here hiring guys to go to Pound Town with your girl and shit. And you sitting back in the cut, Peter gazing, watching this shit, rubbing your hands together over there with the baby oil and shit, doing what you doing with the baby oil. That man crazy, bro. So you done humiliated your family, the government coming for your money, and ultimately I think they're coming for his money now because the case is weak. So it's like, okay, we're gonna put him in a situation, if we can't get him criminally, we're gonna come for the money. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take him away from the money, what I mean by that is locking him up and separating him from the money. So if he does beat the case, we're gonna attack him financially. We're gonna go after everything he's accumulated since he's been in the industry. And we all know that Diddy's companies was not used for no damn criminal fronts. All that shit was done legally. You know what I mean? He might have not paid his artists, or he might have did this and he might have did that. He might be a douchebag. He is definitely a lot of things. He's definitely a science project with all of the behavior he was participating in out here. He's like a sex addict, nympho addict, like he's a big ass ill. He's gross. But like I said, ultimately they trying to come for that money, man. And that's crazy, man, because that man put in work in the industry and you know, made his dues. You know, he made his bones. You know, he produced them records. He made them deals. He did you know, we seen Diddy's come up. Anybody that's been following the industry, we seen Diddy when he first started to the level he made it to up now. So like I said, yeah, he's a lot of things, but I don't think he was doing anything criminally as far as his companies. And for the government to say that we're trying to come and take all that stuff is crazy to me. That's just like, that's foul. To me, that's like, damn, they could just do whatever. They could just take what a man worked hard for his entire life legitimately and say, you know what, his shit is his assets, planes, trains, boats, and automobiles is in jeopardy. I think if they even get any type of conviction in this RICO chase criminally. So if the feds get a win, they're definitely going to try to, like, I don't know, hopefully he got the money in the right people's names, it's in the right locations, it's put up, it's protected or whatever, whatnot. Hopefully ain't too much shit in his name, and because I would hate to see that. The man got a family, he got children he need to take care of, and for the government, they some cold hard bastards to try to come for his homes, his bank accounts, his money. Like, this is crazy. You know, he's fighting lawsuits, he's fighting charges. Now he got to hire an attorney to fight the government to protect his assets. And which ultimately, what I keep going back to, what I think is, it definitely just comes down to the money. It comes down to the money. He started popping his shit once he reached that billionaire status and thought, you know, he was safe to, you know, start making some moves and break away from the people he had been bound down to for all them years and kissing the ring. He reached that billionaire status and got big-headed and lost his damn mind. And plus he was on, you know, as we know now, he was on all them damn drugs. pink cocaine, this, that, drinking, laced baby oil, Ciroc. Bro, that nigga was like a rock star, man. Was he ever sober? If you go back and look at videos and pictures of shit before all this stuff surfaced and just look at Diddy, you can tell he's high as a kite. Man's a cokehead, man. His dealer need his ass well. I mean, I'm surprised his dealer ain't got indicted. Who was selling the puffy, man? Because he stayed with a drug pack. This is crazy. I know his dealer is somewhere spooked. I know his dealer is somewhere spooked. Because, you know what I mean, if Puffy don't get out of this stuff, I mean, you know, his next trick up his sleeve to play is just to start telling on everybody. You know what I mean? Start cooperating with the feds and just start pointing people out, man. Just start destroying everybody else's life on some Nino Brown shit. I'm taking everybody with me. You know what I mean? That's always a play that he got left up his sleeve. So all them other celebrities need to keep that in mind. That was at them parties and attending them freak-offs, you know what I'm saying, was willing participants with the baby oil and all that. So yeah, like I said, man, I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on this Diddy situation. It's just sad to see, man. His mother is up there in age. She got to attend court dates back and forth. Like, I don't even know how the Combs family can even hold their head high right now with all this nonsense that's coming out in court. This is crazy. His image definitely has been tainted. I don't even know if it's repairable. Even if he beat this case at this point, he should just move to that country where Russell Simmons at and just rebuild over there, because he's pretty much finished in America. You know what I mean? If he does beat it, niggas gonna be out here calling. They gonna see him in the streets and be like, hey, baby oil. He's gonna hear some of the most vicious insults if he gets out and beats this case. Like, he's not even gonna be able to hold his head up high and be confident. Like, nigga humiliated his family, bruh. And everybody else, and a lot of people, other people's family during this process. Like, Cassie mom, this little thing right here, somebody tried to steal it from me at the gym. This shit. These niggas crazy. Cassie's mom had to testify and get on the stand. So now her family and her mother have been dragged into all this stuff over freak-offs, bro. And then all this stuff, all these secrets and stuff that's been, you know, in the industry for all these years now got to come out and be revealed. And whoever ever seen a motherfucker that had a one-man RICO, I'll wait. Where's the other participants in the RICO? I thought a RICO meant like criminal organization. I still haven't seen the criminal and I haven't seen the organization. So yeah, that's just my quick take right now, my little rundown on this Diddy situation, man. Free Diddy, man. I hope, you know, he's able to shake back, recover, man. Hope he's able to protect, you know what I mean, and keep the assets that he earned legitimately, and you know, so he's able to provide for his family and continue to pay these high-ass attorney fees and continue to pay out these lawsuits. That's crazy. Cassie walked away with $20 million from Diddy and then another $10 million from the hotel. You know what I mean? So, I mean, she definitely set financially. Congratulations also to Cassie. I heard she just went in labor and had her child today. So shout out to Cassie, man. She definitely been through a lot. I mean, but you know, shit, I guess she crying with, you know, been through a lot, but $30 million definitely does soften that blow. With that being said, like, share, subscribe, you know what I mean? Put my videos in circulation. Help this channel become it. We're going to be shooting this shit, chopping it up on any and everything. So tune in and tap in. Till the next time.